This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 12, Schemes and Murder.
He forgets how to spell his name on occasion. So, we're good here, no?
I think we're good. Thank you, Flea. And he looks at the paper, and Tabby, as you look at it as he's taking it, the words are actually forming into his true name.
Yes, Mr. Meeseeks goes by different names. We call him Mr. Meeseeks, and then we call him whatever it says on that paper.
Yes.
I guess he goes by a man with many names.
When you have as much wealth as he does, you need to be careful about the name you choose to go by. There are many people who harass him due to his stature and his wealth. You see, he's the heir to a very large lizard folk kingdom.
That's right, Macafor. Yes, Macafor. That is very good.
I'm sure he is an heir to a very large kingdom, and everyone he's associated with is very powerful.
I nod my head yes.
Yes, I would hate to be tangled up in that web. And just remember, during the terminate...
Can I insight check that one?
Yeah, can I do that too?
Oh, Flea, you don't have to.
Okay.
But yeah, you can insight that, Taz.
$19.
19? Yeah, he's definitely dropping large, heavy-handed things about what he knows about you guys. And the last thing he says to you, just remember, during the competition, stealing is unacceptable. And he looks directly at Taz. No matter how small.
What about cheating?
Everyone's going to cheat. And he kind of just smiles.
Just shrugs. Well, at least you're aware of the fact that your tournament is full of cheaters. Flea, use the loaded dice.
Smooth. Well, thank you for signing up. And I'm pretty sure the outcome will be interesting.
Yes, interesting indeed.
And the door opens up behind you.
Very well, we'll take our leave. Tabby leaves.
I will wait till last.
And Tabby's gonna guard her stuff, but she decides she does not want to stay in the room and listen in. If you guys want to stay, you can, but I don't feel
Friends,
safe here.
I think it's important that I had a thought when he was talking. Perhaps we leave and I shall share what insights that my brain have given me.
Yes, and me as well.
Yes, I think we should go.
I think it's time to leave.
It
It was a little creepy.
It is time to, as the water genasi say, skedaddle.
Ah, yes. The Ganassi quote.
Come on, guys. It's gymnasty.
Oh my god.
Krakatur is the genasi.
So you guys go out, go back into the cold early winter air. And
Krakatoa's gonna pull his hood up. He's used to warmer weather than this.
oh yeah, this is kind of getting dreadful, and nobody has told you it actually snows here yet. So,
Friends, why is it so cold here? What is this place?
It's winter.
What is? Well, it never get this cold around where I come from.
I don't know what you're complaining about. I mean, you have a nice coat. Oh, you don't have a nice coat like this. Never mind.
We should. Well, we
Pets
could
or
buy him a
fur.
coat.
I was petting the fur as I was speaking. Fur coat.
We still buy him a coat.
Yes.
I've got just the thing to keep me warm. He pulls out a bottle of booze and just starts.
Oh no. Are there open carry laws?
I was about to say, there's someone probably like not too far, like on the other side of this like dead alley, who's like, yeah, toast to good health.
I love that guy.
Is that Carl? I met a man in a tavern back a few months ago named Carl. He was a rather swell fellow. Cheers to you too, Carl.
Cheers to you, Krakatoa. Yeah, totally, Carl.
Yes!
Best
Carl.
buds forever. So we should go back to Taz's place, no?
Yeah.
I agree.
Did we want to go murder that guy, or are we blowing that
Keep your
off
voice
tonight?
down. Keep your voice down.
Oh, sorry. Did we want to go murder that guy?
Oh my god.
I am a huge fan of arson and murder as much as the next shady person. We're trying to look tough here.
Yes, they are a great band. Arson. They jam, as they say.
Once again, you hear in the
Extremely
distance. You hear in the distance. Whoa, yeah, murder and arson. Woo!
Carl's a fan.
Do you think we could recruit Carl to come?
Let's not.
As Carl probably like walks somewhere and just falls into a trash can.
Oh, classic Carl.
That Carl.
Good night, Carl. You'll be rather stinky in the morning.
I don't think it'll add too much to what he probably already smells like, no? Let's go back to Taz's place.
Agreed.
And you start heading back over. You go through most of the mercenary district. And, there are still people out. They're trying to beg. It's now, it was mid-morning. Now it's probably like afternoon, maybe a little bit later. It warmed up a little, It's probably at least 40. And, that's Fahrenheit for everybody else. And, the frost is melted. The air is still really crisp. And, there's sights and sounds and smells of the mercenary district. Some of them are best not described. You go through the merchant district. It's a little bit nicer. There are more people out on the sidewalk trying to shop, trying to get things. And you make it back to the entertainment district. It's a few hours later because walking across town takes a while.
Okay, as we are walking, I'm kind of patting down myself to make sure nothing was stolen.
Nope, it seems like no one stole from you this time.
Yay. So, are we back at Taz's yet?
Yeah.
Okay, once inside Taz's room, hey guys, I do not think that is a wise decision that I bring the other stones to that place. I don't know what got into my mind that bringing all 3 stones would be a good thing. I should probably not be there.
Probably
Look,
smart.
Remember how we talked about this thing being rigged?
Oh, definitely rigged.
He said he wanted to unload it because he was being hunted. He's gonna want to unload it onto an enemy, not an ally of his own.
Yeah,
Clarkson doesn't have allies, he has clients.
He has frenemies.
Well, who's a client who has wronged him recently, or anyone who's wronged him recently that's going to be playing in this thing, besides, well, us?
Who
Would we know?
knows? No, we wouldn't know. Well, I don't think I should be there. I'm just saying. I mean, I could be someplace else, but having these two stones and that stone in the same place is probably triple trouble instead of double trouble. No.
The more we get, the more attention we draw.
Do you have two, Tabby?
Yes. Hey, does the bag of holding like camouflage? And because it's in a different dimension, right? Ooh, loophole.
There is no way of knowing unless you tried.
Well, I mean, they're in the bag of holding, and that would be a different dimension.
You could always try. You have to.
All right, so I take the first one out, and I leave the second one in the bag, and I say whatever word it was.
And your mind's eye detaches from yourself and just kind of rotates around the bag of holding.
Motherfucker.
So it shows the bag.
Yeah, it shows the bag. I see it in my little tabaxi hands.
Not ideal.
Well, there's got to be somewhere we could put it. But, well, if only there was our little sewer diving friend still around. We could hand them off to him and he could hold them until we got back.
Unless that thing is down there too, no? Because
yeah,
thing is probably awake. So
I haven't seen that thing in a while. It's probably still out there.
Do you think that thing will be at the tournament?
Doubtful.
Maybe. I mean, not to play, maybe to crash.
Tabby, idea. Crackature opens his mouth and points into his mouth.
Oh,
They
that
can't
seems
get
like nope.
They can't get them if they're in my tummy.
No.
We could also try to keister them, I suppose, but I don't know. I mean, it would just
Seems like
show.
a terrible idea.
It would just show that it's on you, you know? I mean, it showed they danced around the bag. Like when
But if they tried to rob me, they wouldn't be able to find
cut you
it.
open to get it.
They would cut
Well,
you.
no one's going to be cutting Crackature open.
I don't know. I don't think that's a wise idea. Besides, we don't know that maybe your digestive. We don't want to know what Genasi's digestive system do to stones.
Oh, would you like to know?
No,
Maybe
no,
I would like
I
to
would
know.
not. I would not.
Interesting.
I knew an Earth Genasi who ate a diamond. His shite was sparkling.
It's shone bright like a diamond, huh?
Indeed, and it made fine rings around the land.
What?
Oh, gods. All right. Okay. So I put the other stone back in its bag. Like I was saying, I do not think I should go do this because 2 stones and the third, no, maybe outside somewhere. Or maybe.
What if you waited on a nearby rooftop, just kept an eye on the building, stayed in contact with us?
Higher ground is probably a good idea, and perhaps maybe we should. I hate to say split the party, but now that we all know that other people are after these things, I will be a target. No.
So my other question is, how did Clarkson know it was us? I thought our disguises and our alibis were rather impenetrable.
That is the question.
Claxton is a man of many talents, apparently, and apparently he knows things.
Crackature starts like looking around and just like, what's up? What?
What? That mask. It was strange. I wonder if it has a magic of its own.
Or maybe he's a phantom of a musical theater of some kind.
Perhaps he is the OG, no?
Or maybe he's just a big fan of us.
He might have seen our wanted posters. I don't know.
But he shouldn't have recognized me. But he did. He knew who I was.
Maybe your charm is just known because you're the most charming person there is that he's maybe ever met, because it doesn't seem like he associates with many charming people.
Thank you, I think.
I think perhaps he might see through disguise. Maybe he has a talent for that?
So he's like a
Maybe.
seer or an oracle with the true sight.
Perhaps he
I
has
suspect there's something up with that mask.
item perhaps that allows it. Who knows? But I don't really think that, hey, Taz, what did that orb do?
Oh, the one I offered as an ante? Did he
Uh-huh.
take that, by the way?
No, he's like, no, you guys can totally join. Sure.
It's... Oh.
Well, they're not going to take the buy-in before the tournament.
I don't know if he has to hold it.
Yeah, he might have. It's just a drift orb. All it does is make light.
Dang,
So
we could have used that.
Well, no, yes, but that means that he does want us there, though. Don't you see? If it's just a drift orb, an easy, flashy bubble, then
Maybe he wants us to win because.
I don't know if he
Taz,
wants.
how bad did you wrong this man again?
I mean, not terribly. It wasn't hugely valuable, but I did still steal from him, and he can't let people get away with that.
And if he knew, what if he knew I had the 2 stones already, and he would think that I would be returning tonight with the 2 stones? I mean, 3 stones.
Or he's waiting for us to acquire all the stones, so when we are least vigilant, he steals them and takes the wish for himself.
Or he could have just said, here, have the stone, here, bye.
But he has to have some sort of pretense. You can't
I don't know. What would a man like Clarkson wish for? He has all the power and prestige he could need.
Well, domination, of course. What does every villain want?
Clarkson's after world domination.
Maybe a pretty face because he has to hide that ugly mug under a mask.
Haha, touche.
There are plenty of women who would stay with him just for his influence.
Well, then they're not the kind of women that he should be hanging around.
He wants to be a god. No, I mean, it's either world domination or he being a god. That's what they always want.
Or maybe he was telling the truth. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he wants rid of it.
Then he could wish them away.
Why would he bother gathering them all just to wish them away?
Maybe he wants to wipe out everybody so it's only his. All Swordfall is his.
If he wipes out everyone, he's going to exercise power over it.
It kind of seems that Swordfall is already his, no? I mean, he doesn't need Swordfall. He might want the rest of the world.
You mean he's on the Elders' Council of Swordfall?
Not quite.
I'm sure
even if he comes after us, we could probably handle him if he's not in his home turf, so I'm not too worried.
He's a powerful man. I wouldn't take the risk. But all the same, I think he was telling the truth. I believed him.
That he wants to give the stone away? Maybe. I still don't think maybe rooftop for me? I don't know. What do we want to do here, guys? Do you want to rob the guy, the slaver man? Do you want to set his house on fire? You want to free his...
we need to do that before it gets too late.
Can we make a diversion of some sort to, I don't know, pull some things? I mean, let's think this through a little bit.
Well, I saw what road he was on. If we just maybe we go down there and wait till he goes home and follow him home and, rough him up a little. As in take his heart.
How fresh does she want those human hearts to be?
That wasn't specified, I guess. Knowing lizard folks, I would assume a couple days.
What kind of bowl needs lizards, human hearts, anyways?
It's made out of dragon bone.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want 2 hearts.
Maybe we can just go to the, the place where the dead bodies are kept and just take 2 hearts from there.
That's true. There's got to be a mortuary somewhere we can rob. Who guards a mortuary?
Probably no one.
I mean, I'm not for grave robbing. I'd rather take the beating heart of a dishonorable, evil person, especially the slaver who dares goes to Sayabo, takes my people and sells them. He deserves
And we will do that.
He deserves everything he's got coming, and his heart deserves to be chattel, to be paid as currency for Flea's new bow, which will be very nice.
Okay, so
Yes.
now we have backup hearts as well. Just in
Okay.
case things go sideways.
So we met at the Sky, rob his store for all it's worth, burn it down, see if we can find his associates to track down later, and then if we need another heart, we rob a butcher.
We have to go to the guy's house, right? Go through his stuff, maybe find a list of his associates in a drawer somewhere. I don't know. And then free the people that he probably has chained down in the cellar. I'm assuming these things are what the slavers would do.
I don't know if he'd be that overt in Swordfall, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check. He might have shipping manifests, so records of transactions, people he's dealt with in the past.
Yes. So, and it's probably safer to do that there than it would be going back to his booth where there's probably some guards that are guarding the whole area because why would they leave things unattended? True?
Good point.
It is the market after all. So, yeah, let's go back to his house and,
Search it, see what we can find.
right. Do we, what do we want to do? I mean, do we knock on his door and say, hey, Mr. Slave Man?
Let's
Well,
just
he'd
tell him
still
we
be at the
changed his
market,
mind,
wouldn't he?
and we'll try to sell Cracketeer. I mean, not
Well,
really,
no.
but
Hold on. Today's the market day. He'd still be down there. We can break into his house when he's not even there. Wait for him to get back. Search while he's gone, and if we find nothing, interrogate him, and if we find something, murder him.
Thank you for listening to Tales of Swordfall.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurous Four, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes her fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my god!
Gosh!
Can you go jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Can Bob roll a d20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you ask that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.